2016 Dodge Challenger SXT supercharged.
How long have you had it?
4 years.
And it was not like this at all. I've seen the pictures. I know you didn't get it like this.
No, it was super basic, no spoiler, nothing on it at all. Honestly, the week that I was going to buy it, I had already ordered the louvers, spoiler.
So you had a plan?
Yes.
So you bought it for a project specifically?
Yes.
Is it your daily driver?
Yes, it's daily. Daily through winter too. And whenever we put the supercharger on it, I was a little concerned it'd be too much to put down, but it actually ran really well just with some snow tires in the rear. She made it through really good. Whenever I first got it, it was just running off 93 NA, and we gained probably about like 40 more horsepower out of it with a Diablo tune.
And that was before the supercharger?
Yeah, before. I had a plan of 3 to 5 years. Then I was going to put the supercharger on, like let some miles get on it, but then worked out a good deal with Ripp, went on 2 years after. Originally it's 220 horsepower stock, and then we were at 396.
Suspension wise, where'd you go with that?
The suspension with the adjustable coilovers from Ksport, and that's been a huge change up in just how it handles. Since the car now goes on rallies, like hitting the turns at high speeds, it's not just a normal straight line car. When I was starting the build, I didn't really know what it was going to be for. First started off as a show car, but still it was a daily. Went with the wide body, had to bring the stance out more, get a wider grip to it. Once we got on rally, it seemed to be its calling.
So with the wide body kit, did you do offset plus spacers to get where you need to be?
Yeah, the wheels I had on it already were offset. Just did some measurements, figured out we needed 2-inch additional to make it sit flush with the kit.
Nice and tucked, but without too slammed.
Right. And right now we're actually at the highest point of the suspension that we can go.
This is your daily height, right? So,
yeah.
Because being here in Pittsburgh, there are these things we have called potholes, and they will get you.
Yeah, every time.
Every single time. These are 20s on here?
Yeah, 20s. 245 front, 275 rear. The wheels are staggered. It's a Viper style hood, 1 of 3 right now. I seen them when they first came out, the concept. Finally was able to get a hold of the people. Had it ordered, took about 6 months. So we did the carbon on it and then added the red recently. I just love how it looks.
Top wrapped?
Yes.
And trunk wrapped?
Yes.
Side skirts are stock, right?
Yes.
Diffuser or anything?
Yeah, there is a diffuser. We just added a couple weeks ago.
Is that carbon?
No, they're metal and plastic.
You started stock, right?
Right.
The first tune came along before the supercharger.
Right.
Was there anything along with that tune you do? Like, you said intake, right?
Yeah, we did the intake first, and then the exhaust went with the American Thunder from Flowmaster. That's catback. From there.
And that's what's still on it? That exhaust is
the same one.
Equisu Ocha. Yeah, did I say it right?
Equisu Ocha?
Equisu Ocha. All right, so I know there's a story behind that.
If you remember on Ace Ventura, When Nature Calls, he shows up to the Wachuchu tribe. When he gets there and he starts to cough, they're like, Equisu Ocha. And he's like, what does that mean? And they're like, white devil. And it was just one night, fell asleep and thought about it, was really heavily thinking about a name for the car. So I put the name on the window first, and everybody was still like, okay, that's kind of cool, but I don't get it. So then I put it on the tires as well, so a little bit more. Finally, I kept explaining to everybody, I was like, well, what can I do? So then I was looking at the Hellcat badges, Demon badges, and I'm like, well, let's do something kind of fun with it. And I actually took Jim Carrey's head and made it tribal-like. It looks perfect, because people still go, is it a demon? I'm like, oh, well, in a way. And then they put it together, and they're like, that is amazing. That is Jim Carrey. That is Ace Ventura. Equisu Ocha. I get it.
Has Dodge contacted you about licensing this as the next?
They should, though. I'm just telling you, that definitely
I'm telling
would be a
you,
thing.
they'd sell the heck out of it.
Oh, yeah. Whenever I had the Diablo tune, wasn't enough yet, so I got a custom tune from Overkill Motorsports. So it was a higher 93 run. And with that, it definitely woke up.
How much does that affect like gas mileage and stuff like that?
With the supercharger and that tune, we're actually more efficient and have more power. Gained about, say, 6 miles per gallon.
You can have your cake and eat it too.
Oh, yeah.
6 miles per gallon?
Yeah. For the most part, you can get about like 450 a tank. It's a 16 gallon. The brakes upgraded to power stop. They're drilled and slotted, and ceramic brake pads. Eventually here, I want to upgrade, go bigger, especially with having more power. That's the Phantom grille. Covers the main grille up pretty nice, but still good visibility with the lights and everything.
And you did upgrade the lights, you said.
Yeah, they're LEDs.
How many miles do you have on it now?
Right now, 53,000.
And you did buy it new?
Yes.
Right? So
yes.
you bought it right off the showroom floor. Have you taken it back to the dealer and said, look what I've done?
Yeah, I actually have.
Yeah?
And they're impressed. They always come out. It's just usually stopping by to buy something from parts.
Why this car?
I mean, originally, whenever I started with cars, it was always about Camaros, Firebirds. My dad had a 79 Trans Am, Smokey Bandit, CB, everything in it, you know.
Nice.
Always been infatuated with cars. The first car was a 94 Camaro. Worked with that for a bit, still didn't know what I was doing. When I seen like the newer Challengers come out, it just completely held my attention. It's definitely roomy, comfort, and it's a feeling of a big car, but it just does everything you want.
Tell me about Jawbreaker.
We're a national rally team based here in Pittsburgh. And then we also put on experiences that are 5-star quality hotels, resorts, extreme track experiences. So if you get a chance to drive an exotic on the racetrack, just
cool.
fully opened up. And then we have a Halloween event coming up next month. It'll be the Halloween Extreme. We'll be heading up to Wampum to the racetrack to race exotics up there. From there, we're going to do the triple nickel. It's pretty much like the Tail of the Dragon.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so it's a very nice road for spirited driving.
Tell me where that is.
That's in Ohio, and then from there we're going to hit a couple haunted attractions. After that, go down to Stonewall Resort. We'll have a Halloween party.
So the big question, would you ever get rid of it?
No, I don't see it happening when I hang on to it. Something catastrophic would happen to like the engine or something. Do something different with the engine. Be a different build. This one here was to just buy V6 and do something different. I have the bigger trim models come up. They go, oh, I can't hear it. But they don't give me any time to explain what's going on with the car. And we pull off, and then I start to pull. They hear the blow-off valve. They just stop for a second, look, and then I pull away. We get to the top of the hill, and they went completely out their way to find out what the car is. Just no one expects the sound of it to be supercharged V6.